Hey guys, thanks for tuning into my drive-by. About 90 degrees, and I'm on US 41 going northbound. I'm just getting on the 75 here pretty soon. I think there's an entrance for it. If not, I'll just be going all the way 41 to Sarasota. I'm going to Sarasota, Florida. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon, they're building something here on the right. Yeah, and 2:30 in the afternoon, September 20th, 2015. And I hope everybody is doing pretty good. I'm going to get over the right lane just because I want to move a little faster than the traffic here. There's one of the new Jeeps. I never really liked Jeeps that much. I had a Jeep and I had nothing but problems with wiring harnesses and windows and transmission went, so I never was a Chrysler product. I never really liked Jeeps that much. I don't really think they're worth it myself. My Sentra I know is great. I've gone through 2 of those. But yeah, I wanted to bring up a subject. And my question is, and this is related to home defense and concealed carry. What is the most useless caliber made? That's the question for today's drive-by. I'm going to go through some calibers. Everybody has different decisions. So let's start. Now, we know when we're talking about non-cartridged projectiles, we have BB guns, we have pellet guns. We even have some 22 pellet guns, which are air or propane or butane. They have a piston that's compressed air behind it, and the air blows it. And some of them are pretty dangerous. So you could kind of hurt with some of them, especially the 22 ones. But today we're not talking about pellet guns or BB guns or air guns or CO2 guns or propane guns or electrostatic discharge accelerators or anything like that. We're talking about good old cartridge bullets. Now the cartridge, we're going to include rimfire, and we're going to include centerfire. And let me give you a difference. Rimfire is a case which does not have a primer. And the easiest way to identify this is if you look at the back of the bullet, you won't see a little circle in there with a little piece of metal. That's your primer. On the rimfire, like the 22 shorts, 22 CBs, 22 Magnums, all they have is where the rim in the back of the bullet, in there is some explosive powder. So what happens is when the firing pin or striker or whatever you want to call it, firing pin, whatever, hits the rim, it ignites that, and that ignites the powder in the cartridge, which produces a gas buildup, which pushes the bullet out of the front of the gun. If you have an automatic, then the cartridge goes rearward, pushes your slide back, and then when the cartridge is ejected, and the slide goes forward, and it loads another bullet, and if you pull the trigger again, it shoots it again. For every reaction is equal and opposite reaction. That's kind of how it goes. You shoot, the force comes out, and it doesn't like that. So let's go ahead and start now on your centerfires. Centerfires, they make a wide arrangement of centerfire bullets. Okay, all the way from probably like 32 caliber, 38. 380, 9mm, 10mm, 40 Smith & Wesson, 41 Magnum, 44 Magnum, 45 ACP, 454 Long Colt, 50 Action Express, Smith & Wesson 500, 500 Magnum. There's 460 Smith & Wesson 460 Magnum, and the list goes on and on. They even make a 50 GI, they make a lot of different cartridges. There's a wide range of them. But realistically, probably 90% of them you could throw in the garbage for the purpose of our conversation. Home defense and concealed carry. there's only really a few bullets that fit that ballistic, recoil, ease of use, feeding properties for what we're going to talk about. And I'd like everybody else's comment myself. I'm going to bring up a few bullets, and I'm going to tell you why I picked those bullets and why I didn't pick the other ones. The first bullet, which I think is a very, very good choice for a defensive situation, okay, is the 9mm. Very, very good bullet. I'm picking it because the 9mm is an automatic bullet, parabellum, Luger, 9mm. You can get various bullet sizes on them: 125 grain, 115 grain, 90 grain. You get fragmenting bullets. You can get hollow points. You can get plus Ps, plus Ps. You can get a lot of different bullets in the 9mm, and they work in a wide arrangement of guns. For concealed carry, they're great. There's not much recoil. You can hold a large capacity in a gun. For home defense, they're great. You can hold a large capacity in a gun. I mean, they're just good bullet. Okay. Now, as far as ballistically effectiveness, they're okay. I wouldn't want to get shot with them. A lot of people get shot. They use it in the military, but in the military, they're using it for twofold different purposes. One, it's the NATO round that you use in the United Nations NATO. Okay. Geneva Convention, NATO bullet, that's adopted 9mm. So that's one of the reasons they're using it. The second reason, for a lot of new recruits coming into the military, they can handle that bullet better than the recoil when they used to use the 45. Now, they still use 45 in some special parts of the service, and they just bought like 100,000 brand new Colts. Those real fancy Colts, the Cerakoted ones, and 45 calibers. They still do use those in the military. Don't say they don't, but they do. The 9mm, that's usually your foot soldiers, and they tried to make a more effective bullet that was less recoil, and people were very accurate. It has a very high capacity too, which is nice. Right now, I'm talking about automatics, and as I didn't talk about the 38 because I really think that's a marginal round. That's okay if that's the only gun you got is a 38. You'll have to use a 38. But there's better rounds than that, and that's why I want to continue on with this. I didn't. The next one, 40 Smith & Wesson. Excellent